Hey everyone, my name is Crevier. I'm a motivational speaker and professional entertainer, and I have the opportunity to travel all over the world spinning basketballs and riding unicycles. What a tremendous opportunity. I'm extremely privileged, but as we're going through these trying times right now, I'm unable to travel. I know many of my fellow speakers are unable to travel. So this is what we want to do. We want to come at you guys with a word to hopefully motivate and inspire you guys to take your life to the next level. Right back here, I've got a poster. It says Champions Give Hope. Real quickly on the bottom, H stands for humility, O stands for others, P stands for purpose, and E stands for excellence. I want to touch real briefly on each of these to see how we can apply that to our lives. Real quickly, for humility, it's so important to stay humble as we go throughout our daily lives. Especially in light of what we're going through today with the internet and social media. It's important to try to stay humble because these are platforms that really feed into the desire to be greater and better than we actually are. As I look at O stands for others. It's important to think of others. Recently I read a story on social media of a young gal who went to the grocery store and she noticed an older couple. They were sitting in their car and she could tell that they needed something. So she went over and asked, and the lady said, well, listen, we're so uncomfortable to go inside with everything that's going on. Would you please go get our groceries? So the lady handed her a grocery list and some money, and she went in and she got groceries for that couple. I mean, what an amazing thing to do. Seeing a need and filling it, that's truly thinking of others. So what can we do to think of others in this time? What can you do? I think of those in our community, people that may need help in different ways. It's always important to think of others and to think of others better than we think of ourselves. As I move on to the letter P, purpose. It's important in life to have a purpose. Right here, I've got a basketball. And right here, I have a flat basketball. Now it's amazing. They're both exactly the same thing. The only difference from this to this is this doesn't have air. You see, this basketball will never fulfill its purpose unless I put air in it. Now the amazing thing is a basketball. It takes a lot of equipment to make a basketball. It takes a bunch of different ingredients. And when you're done compressing and heating everything and pressing it all together to make a basketball, here you are, you've got this. But it's amazing, it's just as useless as when we first started unless I put air in it. Now, if I never put air in this basketball could never fulfill its purpose. And how many of us are just like this basketball? I sure hope I'm not like this basketball, and I know you don't want to be like this basketball. But how many of us have everything that we need in life to be truly successful and to be truly happy, yet we're missing that one thing, and that one thing can be purpose. Just as air takes the basketball from this to this, so purpose can take us from going throughout our lives doing nothing to having a truly positive life and to live out our lives in a way that we were meant to live it out. And lastly, looking at E, the letter E stands for excellence. Excellence is the exceptional quality to exceed expectations. I'm going to say that to you guys one more time. Excellence is the exceptional quality to exceed expectations. Now, it's important, if you want to be excellent in life, you can't just be average. You can't just do what's required of you. You have to go above and beyond. You have to live your life with excellence if you truly want to get anywhere. My dad always told me, Caleb, if you want to learn to spin a basketball and you want to learn how to spin it well, you not only have to spin it with your right hand, but also with your left. And I could spin it just fine on my right hand, but every time I came over to my left hand, it's like I couldn't even spin it. But if you want to be a well-rounded person, you got to learn to do everything. You have to go above and beyond what is expected and required of you. So that's my word for you guys today. Really quick, capping it off again. Let's stay humble. Let's choose to think of others. Find out what we need to have a purpose in our lives. And let's go above and beyond and let's live our life with excellence. Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic day.